Thinking about retiring? The keys to contentment are at your fingertips. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Before we continue with more details on a new interesting topic, which I believe will help you save more money, please stick it out till the end of this video so you won't miss any tips. Your help really counts if you like this video and subscribe to our channel. And now let's get going with our video. Some might argue that waking up in a private Mediterranean villa on a mattress made of freshly ironed $100 bills is an ideal retirement scenario. And it's true. For many people, money is a big part of a happy retirement. However, most retirees need other factors in order to be content. After all, having a lot of money isn't a guarantee of good health, and it's a poor substitute for genuine relationships. Sure, you should keep an eye on your savings as you plan for retirement, but don't forget about everything else you'll need to live a happy life once you've left the office. Take a look at these tips for a happy retirement. Secret number 1. Money isn't everything. To be content in retirement, you don't need a lot of money. You only require a sufficient amount. What is enough? Many people believe they want to retire with the same income they have now. If their job pays $100,000 a year, they believe they want to retire with the same income. But that's a lot. You won't be commuting to work and paying Social Security and Medicare payroll taxes, and you won't be putting a chunk of your paycheck into a retirement account. Most financial planners agree that saving 80 to 85% of your pre-retirement income is sufficient. If you paid off your mortgage, you might only need about 80% of your pre-retirement income. People say they're afraid of running out of money in retirement, but most people don't run out of money unless they have a family crisis or a health issue, says Ray Ferrara, CEO of Provise Management Group in Clearwater, Florida. What most people are concerned about is having to alter their way of life. Make sure your lifestyle matches your budget if you want to have enough money in retirement. How much money do you require to pay your bills? How much do you usually spend on your favorite activities such as concerts, dining out, and travel? Consider the cost of health care as well. Most people qualify for Medicare coverage at age 65. To get a better idea of how much money you'll need for a comfortable retirement. And keep in mind that happiness isn't defined solely by a fantastic vacation or 4 rounds of golf per week. Christine Benz, Morningstar's Director of Personal Finance, advises, find a way to savor small things. It's the little things that get us up in the morning throughout our lives. It's a valuable lesson that the pandemic has reinforced. Walking your dog, reading the newspaper, and having dinner with your spouse are all things that make for a happy retirement, and they're all free. Secret number 2. Make health a priority. You can't control your genetics, which are a big part of how your health will hold up in retirement, but you can actively work to make sure your health is as good as possible. Check out local hospitals and other nearby health facilities if you plan on retiring to a new location. The first thing to think about is the distance. Although that location in the mountains or on a secluded beach may have spectacular views, how long will it take you to reach a doctor? Despite the fact that telehealth has grown in popularity in the wake of the coronavirus outbreak, in-person medical care is still required for certain conditions and in emergency situations. Then there's the issue of care quality. Make sure you trust a local specialist if you have a pre-existing condition like high blood pressure or knee problems. For a hip replacement, you don't want to rely on the town's only orthopedic surgeon. Find an activity or sport that you enjoy. Cycling, tennis, yoga, and walking will not only help you live longer, but they will also help you enjoy it. To be honest, any exercise is preferable to none. A study of 334,000 Europeans found that those who increased their physical activity from inactive to moderately active had a 16 to 30% lower risk of dying prematurely. Ferrara advises not to put off doing things you've always wanted to do. The first step is to stop making plans to do the things you've always wanted to do. If you're healthy and can afford it, Go ahead and do them because you'll eventually have a health problem that will prevent you from doing so. Ferrara's boat is called Someday is Today, by the way. Secret number 3. Relationships matter. People are social animals, as the pandemic has reminded us all, and people who live in isolation tend to live shorter and happier lives than those who get out and socialize. You might underestimate the benefits of being with people as much as you enjoy being alone, says Benz. According to the Mayo Clinic, there are numerous advantages to being around other people. Adults who have a strong social support network have a lower risk of depression, high blood pressure, and having an unhealthy body mass index or BMI. In addition, older adults who have a vibrant social life live longer than those who are more isolated. If you decide to retire to a new location, go there frequently before you leave so you don't feel lonely. If you want to move somewhere, we recommend that you live there for 3 or 4 months first, Ferrara says. Get to know the neighborhood, meet the locals, and see if they're friendly. Then you can make your choice. You can even spend money to make new friends on occasion. In most cases, buying a new sports car in retirement is a bad idea, but not if you enjoy being around other people who enjoy sports cars, according to Benz. In that case, it might be money well spent. Secret number 4. Hone your vision. According to Brad Klontz, founder of the Financial Psychology Institute and associate professor at Creighton University's Heider College of Business, one of the best ways to get people to save for retirement is to have them make a detailed list of what they actually want from it. Frequently doing so leads to an immediate increase in retirement savings. What is the reason for this? Simply stating your retirement goals makes them more real and makes you more likely to achieve them. Talking about your goals can also help you understand why you're worried about retiring. People don't always realize they have a negative perception of retirement, Klontz says. They may, for example, be familiar with people who retired and died soon after. Alternatively, they may have had a parent whose situation deteriorated after retirement. Before you retire, it's best to clear your mind of any negative thoughts. It's also critical that your retirement vision aligns with that of a spouse or partner if you have one. If you want to buy Winnebago and camp in all 50 states, but your significant other wants to live in an apartment in Rome, it's better to deal with those issues now rather than waiting until your retirement party. Many people's retirement plans have been thrown off by the coronavirus, so take advantage of the opportunity to sharpen your own vision. Secret number 5. Find your purpose. Aside from golfing and reading novels, you need to feel like you have a reason to be in retirement if you want to be happy. Most people are happy doing things they didn't have time to do before in the first 6 to 12 months after retirement, Klontz says. However, once the golf season is over and they finished War and Peace, they become bored and begin to wonder why they retired in the first place. Klontz describes the situation as an existential crisis. You want to make a difference in the world, and if you can't explain why you retired, you'll become depressed. People in earlier societies developed into various roles. You might be too old to hunt, but you might be expected to teach or mentor, Klontz explains. That is no longer the case in modern society, so you must devise your own goals, which may include returning to work, according to Ferrara. Consider volunteering at a marina or starting a sailing class for adults or teens if you enjoy sailing. Do you want to make your neighborhood a better place to live? Candidate for the town council. Retirement can be the opportunity to do something you've always wanted to do but never had the opportunity to do, says Ferrara. And now that we've arrived here, I'd like to thank you for sticking with this video all the way to the end. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. And now, until next time.